All right, hello. This is going to be a quick review for the Unit 8 quiz review. So I'm just going to work through some of the problems that is on your review. The first one I'm going to do is for question 2. In this case here, we're multiplying two different powers. So this is what we're going to do. First, we're going to multiply together our two integers. So 2 times 3 would be 6. And also we're going to multiply together our two exponents. So I'd have x squared times x squared. Remember that when I'm multiplying two different powers, what I'm going to be doing is adding, and they have the same base, I'm going to add their exponents. So that would be 6x squared plus 2. So my answer would be 6x to the power of 4. All right, let's move on to our next one here. Number 6. So number 6, this is where I'm dividing them. If I'm looking at this, I want to remember that when I'm dividing two powers, what you need to do is subtract the exponents. Remember that if there's nothing listed there, that's a power of 1. So in this case, I'd have n to the power of 3 minus 1, or n to the power of 2. Okay, moving on. So for the next one here, I have for the 10th question there, I have a power to a power. If I'm looking at a power to a power, I am going to be multiplying the exponents. So that would be r to the negative 2 times 3. So simplified, that would be r to the negative 6. Now, how could I write r to the negative 6? As 1 over r to the positive 6. Okay, moving on to 12. In this one here, I'm dividing two different powers. So in this case here, I'm going to be subtracting my exponents. So it'd be 2 over m to the negative 1 minus 1 over 3. Again, remember, nothing is listed there, so that's a 1. And that's why I'm subtracting a 1. So that would be equal to 2 m to the negative 2 over 3. Again, this negative exponent that we have here, the negative means that you're going to be taking the reciprocal. So that would be equal to 2 over 3 m squared. So I know I'm going through this fast. You can always pause it if you need to. All right, let's look at question 22. So this is where I'm multiplying two different scientific numbers. When I'm doing that, I can multiply my two integers together. So I'm going to just rearrange this so it's 2 times 3.2. And then I'm going to multiply my two powers. So that would be times 10 to the negative 1 times 10 to the negative 1. All right, 2 times 3.2, this part here, is equal to 6.4. And with this part here, when I'm multiplying two powers that have the same base, I'm going to add the exponents. So it'd be 10 to the negative 1 plus negative 1. So then my answer would be 6.4 times 10 to the negative 2. Last one I wanted to go through is 26. So on question 26, I have a scientific number to a power. So this is a power of a product. First thing I need to do is distribute that 3. So this 3 is going to need to go to both to this one and to that one. So I'd rewrite it, and you'd have 6 to the power of 3 times 10 to the negative 1. All of that to the power of 3. 6 to the power of 3 is equal, so 6 to the power of 3 is equal to 216 times, I have a power to a power, I'm going to multiply the exponents, 10 to the negative 3. Now, this is not written in scientific notation yet. I need to break this one apart into scientific notation first. So that would be 2.16 times 10 to the power of 2. So those two things underlined in blue are equal to each other, times 10 to the negative 3. Now I have this part here that I can combine. So I'd have 2.16 times 10 to the negative to the 2 minus 3, because I'm just going to be, or I should say, plus a negative 3, plus negative 3, which is the same thing as negative 3. So then I'd have 2.16 times 10 to the negative 1 as my answer. Hopefully this can help. Remember, you can just pause this and take a look at them at any point also. If you do have any questions, feel free to email me if you want with a specific question, or you can stop by and see me early in the morning tomorrow morning before the quiz. Thanks.